My name is Daryl. My name is Robert. And we've seen The Matrix Reloaded.
How fast can you reload? I came 1.5 times faster while watching that sex scene with Neo and Trinity. I came 1.5 times faster when Agent Smith did that fingering thing that makes you him. When Neo makes the ground do that wobble thing, I came 1.5 times faster. Monica Bellucci?
Yes.
1.5 times faster.
Today, we saw that Neo was not just the 1, he was the 1.5. We took the middle movie in a series known for its slow motion bullet time innovations and sped it up. We got shit to do. Lock in, plug in, thug out. This is easily one of the single largest contributions to the development and scale of film effects, and it's hilariously fast. Catch up. We're trying to spread our viewership like Agent Smith. Okay, I realize.
If you want to like and subscribe to our channel, I've seen
You
footage.
sure do. You're compelled to.
You want to reload, so please do so and let us know what you think of the legendary.
Reload, re-up. It's funny. This movie is good as hell. Reloaded is a funny ass title no matter what.
Reloaded, it doesn't
Funny
really
ass
make
title.
any sense.
At all, yeah.
You know why it doesn't really make any sense? Because most of this film is hand-to-hand combat.
That's correct. There's a lot of kung fu or old weapons that were used in times where it made sense, and now it's just for fun.
There's that one scene where he goes like this and the bullet stops.
He says no.
He's like, you're gonna need to reload.
I won't be shot. You're gonna need to reload.
You're gonna-
Let me just say, we're gonna get get used to it. We're gonna get into some lightning round shit sometimes, bro. And this was our kind of like maiden voyage on this fast movie shit. Let me tell you something. I was giving him a lot of shit for not watching things fast.
What do you mean for watching things fast?
For watching things fast, excuse me, you're right. I just double negative you. And then we saw this and I'm like, no, this hit. And I was going hard to see this shit too fast. Like, we got to do it. It works.
One of my favorite things that ended up
So get used to
happening,
it.
and I want them to do it across the board, was if you have Netflix on the desktop version, you could speed it up. For whatever reason, on every other platform, you can't do that. But on this desktop version of Netflix, you can speed up any show or movie that you watch.
Maybe it's because they don't want you just breezing through the thing that they're
I
charging you
need
for.
that across the board.
That's fair.
Give me everything.
Give me the
sped
option.
up. I
Yeah.
need the ability to speed up everything.
Well, here's the thing. This is a futuristic movie, and I got to be honest with you. I can be mad at you and argue with you all I want. Ultimately, you're right. This is the
Please.
way. This is the way.
Look,
This is the way.
you're creating this. You're creating this media for the people,
Fair enough.
and some people don't have the time.
You know what? Perfect segue. What would you do
Hello?
if you were in the Matrix, if you were the one, and you had full powers to do whatever the fuck Neo did? What are you getting into, bro? How you hacking into them? How you manipulating the Matrix?
So for me, Neo, when he finds out, when he's doing that whole one arm thing in the first one, where he's just like,
When he comes back from death,
yeah, when he gets
Dionysus
Respawned?
Jesus comes back. Respawn.
respawned and he's doing that whole, oh, I could read this whole thing.
Yeah.
That whole
That's pretty much
nonsense.
verbatim how his arm did.
Yeah, he just went,
Yeah.
his face.
Yeah. Oscar nominee right here.
Keanu Reeves. That reminds me of The Flash.
True.
Like everything is slowed down.
This explains a lot, by the way.
Right?
That's why he wants to see shit fast.
So what
Catch me if you can over here, bro.
So wouldn't you, as Neo,
Do fast, right?
no, slow everything down besides yourself?
Well, he does, no?
Exactly, but permanently.
Oh, well, because then now you're manipulating your homies and he's not about that.
But that's
Now you're ruining their experience.
I would do it.
Okay, fair. True. I'm like, no. That's what a fucking asshole would do. You're like, okay, that's what I would do.
You asked me the question.
That's fair. That's
You
fair.
asked me the
You're
question,
totally right.
Look.
You're totally right. I realized the flaw in my questioning. I apologize.
In
You're
my
right.
head, there's a radius.
My bad.
In my head, there's a radius, right? There's a circle.
Oh, there's a stink bomb around you.
There's a circle
If you come right
around
here,
the one.
If you're
you're
slow,
in my
you
area,
slow-mo.
you slow.
Lean.
You
ASAP
slow.
Rocky.
Yeah, I'm not powerful enough to make the whole Matrix, but
Fair enough. Okay, I fuck with you.
around me would be
fuck with that.
immensely slow,
fuck with
and
that.
that would help every
I
situation.
fuck with that. I would make everything smell really bad.
Why? Why would you make everything smell
Look,
bad?
that's a sense.
That's not helping your situation.
Check
dude.
me out. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Check me out. There's a sense that's not really explored a lot in the Matrix. The olfactory, the smell. Okay? I think it would just be, what are we talking about? If I have control of the Matrix, I'm not going to be self-serious, wearing these all black gothic outfits and saving people. I'm going to be farting. I'm going to be doing fun, stupid shit. And I'm going to make everything smell. There's going to be a neighborhood that smells like cotton candy. A neighborhood that smells like bed meat farts.
There's a movie called Brightburn, which is essentially following a child, Superman, and he's evil. And he ends up like killing his family and destroying
You ended up
everything,
seeing
right? I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah, just.
But that's what I'm going to be if I'm Neo.
Fair.
Like, I'm going to be doing what Agent Smith is doing.
Right.
If
Assimilate everybody.
Yeah, I think
The Borg. Star Trek.
Agent Smith and Neo, I think, have the same abilities.
Yeah,
Because
they're the negative versions of each other.
Yes, exactly. They're the negative versions of each other.
Yep.
In the movie, he's literally talking
Look
about
at us
how
taking it seriously.
they
Shit
come
was
up-
funny, but now we're like, no, dead ass. No, he's the
yeah.
negative of the other.
they overwrite each other, right?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
some type of copying that occurs during like the
Yeah.
deletion process of Neo, where he
Correct.
comes back. I would be negative Neo. I'm turning as many people.
You're turning evil.
Why? If I'm the one, if I'm the anomaly,
Pay attention to what he's saying, everybody.
if I am the anomaly, and I believe that Agent Smith and Neo have the same abilities, that's what I think.
Uh-huh.
Do you agree with this?
No.
You don't think they have that?
It's proven. Agent Smith can't. There's a great scene.
There is proven. Okay, you're right. But do you think, better question, do you think that Neo has the same ability as Agent Smith?
At least.
Where he
can he spread?
Can he spread? Do you think he has that possibility? Theoretically, he has that ability.
Theoretically.
So why wouldn't I just make a whole bunch of ones in all of these zeros?
Everybody hears the basic psychology getting laid out here, right?
Right.
I don't got to do a goddamn thing. You don't got to get in the comments, although we suggest you do.
No, get in the comments.
You see what's going on
Don't
here.
listen to him. Get in the comments and tell
I
us
just want to be
why
Bugs
you're a
Bunny.
one.
He wants to be evil Superman.
Look, there's a bunch of zeros when you can be the one.
What kind of fit would you get off in this shit? Because these guys have full reign of, this is a video game basically. And the homie Neo was in, I realized it for the first time today. I don't know, learning that he was Chinese made me realize all these things. He's basically rocking the Ip Man joint, but just more gothic.
It went more Asian than it ever went in the first one.
His particular fit.
It went super Asian.
Yeah.
They even hired an Asian. They hired two Asians to be the protectors of the Matrix.
Yeah.
By the way,
I always thought that one homie with the glasses was the Liu Kang actor.
he's not
He's not. No, but when I first saw it, I thought. And then for like a bunch after, I was like, oh no, that's him.
racist.
We'll be back in Zion. Anyway.
Shouts out to Dawn and Begonia. Shouts out to the Yitter. Shouts out.
That's a Matrix movie, Begonia, a little bit. She wakes up in the pod, in the Matrix pod, bald.
She wakes up twice, and it's very cool because even their emergence to the ship is kind of an awakening.
And actually, what we're doing is segueing into the influences of the Matrix, which there are many. We might as well get into them.
Which is Star Wars. The first influence is
Fair enough. I got one for you
Star
too.
Wars.
And I noticed it more, even though I should have initially. I wasn't a Trekkie when I first saw the Matrix. I am now. Star Trek. The captain, the ship vibe, the captain vibe, that dynamic, the seriousness of how they treat that.
Yeah,
like a real naval ship or some shit. Very Star Trek.
No, yeah, for sure.
In a great complimentary way.
And I feel like Lawrence Fishburne would be a perfect Star Trek or Star Wars character.
Well, he's given Cisco. He's just like Cisco from Deep Space Nine.
Dong, da, dong, dong, dong.
A black dude who's very stage sort of literate.
You know what I was getting real upset about watching this movie in 1.5 speed?
So fun.
Is the actual script is shit.
Fair enough. The dialogue and stuff.
The dialogue was crap. And the only reason why the dialogue is good is because of the way the actors delivered it.
Correct. Yeah, every single scene where there's just a conversation between two people, I checked out every time.
It was bad every time.
But fast is good though. So you're like, okay, good.
No, you get to the point, but like Morpheus' cadence, the way that he speaks, is only good in that cadence.
His rhythm is very sharp and he enunciates, so everything is kind of like that.
And sped up is trash. It's really bad. It's just like, I can't...
For him in particular. For Keanu, a blessing.
No, to be honest, it was also
I'm
bad.
Kidding. Yeah, I'm kidding.
No,
of course,
sped
of course.
up.
Anybody.
I think speeding up movies really shows how strong the script is.
Sure.
Because if
Breaking.
people shit on actors,
Sure.
I shit
Especially
on
Keanu
actors.
Reeves.
Actors are gay.
I've shitted on Keanu Reeves, and I love this movie.
And the way that they actually deliver or improv lines that directors have given them make the movie.
Correct.
I like Matrix Reloaded way more at normal speed than I do at 1.5 speed.
Yeah, of course, I do too. Let's get back real quick to the influences. What things do you know that have influenced the Matrix? What things are the obvious, or what things that come to you? What else has influenced this shit?
Well, I think the most obvious one that everybody ends up like comparing it to is Akira, right? And Akira mostly
That's one of them.
Akira mostly because I think the main character is able to like manipulate the environment.
Oh, he's a psychic at least.
Yeah, like he's able to do things and like fuck with Neo Tokyo or whatever it's called.
He gets into the kind of Neo actually that you want to be.
Yeah, where you actually influence the environment. It's not you like.
But not for positive reasons necessarily. For selfish reasons.
My whole thing
Unfortunately.
is like, why would you ever do anything like
For anyone else?
for anyone else?
Rob, that is a fun. Well, let it be documented on here. That's a fundamental difference between you and I, my friend.
No, but no.
This is your chance.
I'm saying in these characters' positions, in all of these characters' positions,
Where you have more power to help more.
look, let's look at Neo because that's what the fuck we talking about, right?
Yeah.
Let's look at Neo.
That's what we're doing.
Neo was driven out of his home. He was chased. He was
Driven out of his home?
Yeah, he was.
His little small apartment, his little studio apartment?
He
was not driven out.
If I took you out of your apartment right now, would you not be? No, he wasn't.
Rob, the point of the Matrix is that he wanted this. He wanted this. He was in his little apartment manifesting this hacker gods that exist. And he was fucking right, just like Begonia. And then they come to get him because he wanted it.
And they take him out of what they think of his... he takes himself out.
He did it to himself.
Yeah, out of his cozy environment.
That he did.
He had the inkling of it, but then they actually put action onto it. And
I guess I gotta help you because you're right. Because there is a thing that we learned in this movie, which is that this has happened. This is an archetype.
But also,
Neo was an archetype.
Look, we're watching the second movie, but in the first movie, they force him into this predicament.
I don't agree with that.
They definitely force him. He ends up taking the call from Morpheus because the agents
Who's
are
they?
coming. The agents are they, and they're coming after him to get him. And Morpheus takes him out.
Because they suspect that he is this Messiah person,
The anomaly.
Yeah,
so
but they don't force him. He acts based on their whatever, but he acts, he chooses.
Cause and effect.
He's so wrong about this. I'm so happy we're finally getting to the meat and potatoes of this podcast, where this guy says some shit that I do not understand.
What do you mean? Literally,
no, I do understand. I understand, but I disagree.
In Reloaded,
I understand, but I disagree.
Cause and effect and things.
That was my supporting your shit. He meets the architect at the end of this movie, and then we're gonna wrap this motherfucker up. He meets the architect.
I don't want you to wrap it up. No, we're not gonna wrap it up, you bitch.
No, we won't. But I'll give you this though. He meets the architect who tells him that he is an archetype who has there's already been a motherfucker who did this. So you're right. You're right in that the Matrix was set up to compel him to do that always, to fulfill that function. So you're right that he is forced to do it. You're right about that.
I don't agree with that though, because he's not.
That's the biggest bone I could throw you.
They realize in their grand scheme of things that he is a constant.
Not Neo, not Mr. Anderson. An anomaly. In other words, there was another human
There's
before.
multiple anomalies,
but not Neo.
That take this. Yes,
correct.
Well, it is Neo because they show him in the screen.
No, that was different possibilities of how this particular wiring of this Neo would act in a given situation. That was not the previous ones. That was
okay, but even if it wasn't those TV screens that are showing his different reactions to whatever circumstances happening right now.
Right.
If different Neos, different anomalies were affecting, and he's the one that is currently in
He's
the
the current avatar, like the avatars of Vishnu. You know what I mean? He's the current incarnation of that particular deity.
You think it's different people. You think it's different anomalies.
I know it is.
You know it is.
It's different people. It's different human beings were previously had that same anomaly. Fulfilled that role. Like a game. It's literally a game. Now you're the Neo character, whatever.
I think that's where I disagree with you. In that I don't think that you're saying like it's 100% thing, but I don't think it's 100%
Fair
thing.
enough. Oh, we just had that conversation about Begonia too. Regular pros and cons. Can I give you a pro that I think you'll agree with?
Go ahead.
And I mentioned it in my intro. I think there should be no 2 and 3 of The Matrix. It's almost like The Godfather 3, where like, look, this is not my actual stance. You'll hear what I mean in a moment. Let me cook a little bit. The first movie to me is a perfect movie. I think The Matrix is one of my favorite, I know it is. It's one of my favorite movies, but I think it's one of the best movies ever because it does something that no other movie ever does. But then once you do a 2 and 3, you're risking ruining the legacy of that one movie by adding a thing that is maybe mediocre. Now, in this movie, in my opinion, it's a string of dope-ass scenes held together by that. By a story that is okay, but is justifying the effects that this movie does that I think to this day, this movie influenced a lot. A lot of dope special effects, practical effects, choreography. Do you agree?
No. I disagree with everything you're saying.
Go on.
This movie is a bunch of iterations of the same person making a different decision every single time.
I can't disagree with that.
I can
go even further on that if I wanted to do devil's advocate. Go ahead.
No, do devil's advocate. Like, fuck it. Why not? But I think it's just iterations of people attempting to make different decisions because it ends up coming out differently.
Trying to divert from fate. You're saying, basically, right? Trying to like get away from what...
It's not even diverting from fate, but I think when you end up resetting a timeline or when you reset a system, the AI or the humans that you have playing in this environment are going to make different decisions every single time. I don't think you or I put into the same environment multiple times are going to make the same decision every single time.
That's not what happens in the Matrix. Those people die. When they reset the Matrix, those humans, they all die. So they start again. So nobody experiences the second Matrix. So it's not even like in what reincarnation purports, which is that but I don't know. I don't say it is because we wouldn't know
because Neo
life.
dies. Neo dies in the first movie, and so does Agent Smith. They both die.
He's the anomaly. That's not the Matrix being destroyed. When they talk about
I think we have fundamental
disagreements about what happens?
The Matrix.
Sure. Let me tell you one more time what I think.
Because in my perspective, I'm thinking it's a computer program.
Yes.
So what they're doing
we agree about that.
is doing multiple iterations using. It could be different people because
it has to be different people, Rob.
I think
this takes place over the course of many decades, potentially a century.
The only reason why I'm agreeing with you that it's definitely different people is because it's told in the Matrix. We're just having a Matrix conversation.
We have to. This is one of our. We fuck with it.
Is that they die in real life?
Yes.
Like if you're in the Matrix and you die for real.
Correct.
Right.
Following on the premise that if you die in a dream, it might happen to you as well.
Yeah, exactly. So
keep that in mind.
So then that kind of defeats the thing of the same person being able to live through different iterations of an environment.
Same energy. It might be they give it another electric pulse, but it's a new consciousness. It's a new person. It's a new name, function, etc.
But I do think in this universe it's reincarnation exists, and I think
that means that it's not the same person. It's the same energy. It's not Neo. It's not Keanu Reeves' character.
Which is why
not Mr. Anderson.
I think
it's not Mr. Anderson.
I think it is. I think you're right and I'm right.
Check it out.
Like
you keep saying the first movie he dies. You're right about that because Mr. Anderson didn't die.
He did die. He got overwritten.
Check it out.
Literally says it in the second movie that he got overwritten.
The way that a heroin addict dies. The way that a heroin addict dies. Which is why
I think it's resurrection.
The way that a heroin addict dies.
You, but it is some of you.
Check it out. The way that a heroin addict dies. You're confusing him dying with the Matrix dying. The architect says...
The Matrix hasn't died.
Listen to me.
The Matrix hasn't died.
That's my point.
Do we agree? The Matrix hasn't died?
Correct. We agree because that's my point.
The environment hasn't died.
We agree because that's my point. Check it out. The architect in this movie says it. This is the 6th Matrix.
Yeah.
In other words, When the Matrix dies, we get a new Neo. So a Neo could respawn fucking 4 or 5 times. That's one Matrix era still. When Neo died in the first movie, the Matrix didn't die. The Matrix remained.
Yeah.
So there was no new you know what I'm saying? There was no re-up. There was no re-up on the Neo.
But I think that Neo is actually being resurrected every
You think
single
it's
time.
always Neo?
Because he's the anomaly. He's the person that continues coming back.
There is an anomaly. There's no confirmation that it's him.
And making a different decision than what the system thinks.
That's an archetype. That's a role. That's a Dungeon Dragon character.
All right, but if I'm playing the same role, that most likely means I have the same personality, which Neo does.
Personality.
Or because...
That does not define a person, Robert. Personalities are given and taken. Personalities are picked up. That's not a genetic mix. That's not a unique mix of cells and neurons.
Okay, but what makes a person? Experience or their makeup?
All of those different things. All of those different things. The only thing we have to do here is you don't like this movie.
I do like this movie.
Okay, what are you giving it?
I do like this movie. This movie's getting a 1 out of 10. Nah, I'm giving it a 4 out of 10.
Okay.
It deserves a 4 out of 10. The reason why is because I do agree with you is that it is a collection of scenes.
Fire scenes.
In an attempt to expand a universe.
Right.
Alright? I feel like the universe wasn't fleshed out.
Yeah,
it wasn't
didn't
fleshed
need it?
out.
Yeah.
It wasn't fleshed out in the first movie. If the first movie felt like a fleshed out universe, that'd be great. But the second movie is extending this universe.
Trying to do it.
Yeah, it's extending it.
With a city Tylo.
It's giving like a mastermind to the whole thing, like an architect to the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's giving an oracle to the whole thing.
Whose dialogue, by the way, is so annoying.
Especially fast.
Yeah, vis-a-vis.
When I was watching, it was reminding me of Fallout, which Fallout, the video game, came out before The Matrix. The first one and the second one.
I didn't know that.
It was giving me hella Fallout.
But a bunch of games, though. I didn't consider how many video games, because I was not up on computer games during that time.
No, yeah. The games...
And D&D, now that we're talking about, now that we had that argument.
OD
D&D.
is OD.
I didn't even think about that. Stranger Things.
Because in D&D, there's a chosen one.
Right.
The character, is the chosen one. Your party are the chosen ones.
That's correct.
And you're the ones who are going through the story to defeat the big boss.
That's right, yeah. I'm going to give this movie, look, I got to be honest with you.
Tell me.
I thought that we would find ourselves in the middle with how those scenes, because you just said it. And in the movie, don't let this motherfucker fool you. You like those scenes.
I don't want
Hold
to judge
on.
a
Let me
movie
finish.
by a collection
Obviously,
of scenes
I don't
that are
either.
good.
I already said this movie should not exist. It tarnishes the sanctity of that first movie. How perfect that movie is. But I do fucking like it, so check me out. Those scenes that we're talking about casually, in my opinion, influence a shit ton of movies that we now take for granted.
Like?
Every single Marvel movie, every single John Wick movie, every single fucking special effect, high intensity, highway scene, martial arts, fucking slow motion, bullets, everything, cops, everything. Everything, Rob, everything.
The big fight scene is mostly
Blockbuster.
CGI, but that doomed the rest of Hollywood.
For better and worse. But this movie, I'm talking about this movie, to me, those are the scenes that I want to watch, and I loved watching them again. And I think they did okay with not doing too much into the universe to ruin it. They just kind of touched on things in order to it's almost like a side quest for the homies. And for that reason, especially because Revolutions is way worse, I will give this movie a 7.3 out of 10.
7.3. That's a very good score.
7.3. Because I can't lie that I like it. I can't lie that I like it.
I like that score. Look, The Matrix Reloaded is a good Matrix movie.
Right, like a genre. Like if Matrix is the genre.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like cosplaying as a Matrix movie.
It's a good continuation if we want to expand the universe of The Matrix.
Which do we want to, is the question.
Yeah. If we want to look at The Matrix, the first one, as just like a one-shot, fantastic movie.
Which I think you should. I think we agree on that.
But if you want to look at it in a Hollywood perspective, where we're trying to get every penny and nickel out of you.
It made money though. Now the question comes up about trilogy, even though it's not officially trilogy anymore. Nope. And I've always said this holds up, even to friends or mutual friends of ours. I don't currently feel that way. I don't subscribe to that. This is not one of those trilogies that you should mention in trilogies, especially because it's no longer a trilogy.
It's no longer a trilogy. The only trilogies that you should ever mention are The Goonies, Harry Potter, and Heathers.
We'll see you next week.
Peace.